Can't remember what Matt Eaton was like.
Right, I could get the apple cider out of this fridge upstairs, but I think Capri Suns are more delicious and they're what I want right now. So, I have a personal fridge full of Capri Suns.
Matt Eaton. He was the fellow who worked in the next cubicle when I worked at Global Corp. Well, they were bought out by Sphero Globe. I remember one day he was out of staples, and he just grabbed the stapler and just started throwing it around his office, and it was pretty scary. And I came by and gave him a few staples. That calmed him down. But I mean, he was fired after that, and I felt bad because I took his job.
He didn't have a nickname around?
Matt or Matty or Laser Shot. He made that one up for himself. Yeah, that was sad, because that he got killed. I mean, why would you want to kill the guy? I know he's violent, and I mean, probably brought it on himself. But yeah, you know, I didn't kill him, ever. He was a nice guy, and I got his job. Yeah, I think about him a lot.
We were in the same fraternity at Fresno State, and I met him probably the first weekend. Right off the bat, Matt tried to like play this kind of like he came in like broad shoulders, swinging, tossing his kneecaps around and stuff. But you could tell like he was really gentle under there, and we really had a great rapport right away. Me and him just gelled.
You're in a wheelchair.
Yes.
Do you blame Matt?
No, I thank Matt. Do you want me to keep talking about the fact that I'm in a wheelchair?
If you feel comfortable with it.
I do. Matt and I would joke a lot around college about not feeling like I wanted to run, or not feeling like I wanted to get up for school, or things like that. I was lazy guy, fraternity guy. And Matt, as a graduation present, bought me this, and I use it only on national holidays and two weekends a month. I know more than anything else that if it was Matt's time to go, then it was his time to go, and I think he would have wanted it that way, dying that day. I think Matt would have wanted to die that day.
Did he ever say anything to that effect?
No. If I could put him in a pocket of one of my pieces of clothing, that would be a place for him that I'd really like. It's a lefty. It's for lefties. Thanks.
Matt was an interesting kid, He came from a really rough part of Chicago. I mean, the street came through in his attitude in a lot of ways. It's like the clothes he wore are baggy. And it's like the boots were tight. He had a lot of scars on his face, I remember. Especially towards the last months of his life. Matt's soul, comes straight from like the rawness of his whole persona. I mean, those were back in like my crazy days, like my wild days. I wasn't wearing any clothing for most of the time. Like I was just wilding out on that, that bad kind of acid that you get when you're a teenager. Matt found me and just grabbed me by the hair and just like turned my head right to his and was like, check your fucking head. Like, this is horrible. It's really hard. It's hard to think about the way he died. It's just like no one should have to suffer like that. To have both your legs cut off and then to bleed from your leg holes. Terrible. Fucking tragedy, man.
Matt was a big brother to me and a lot of other, this is hard.
I know it must be. It's really tragic what happened. But if you could just
Once I remember he ate a whole pizza pie because I said it would be funny. He was sick for 3 days. If there's a food like a magical food like a magical pie, Matt was a magic pie. Did you ever hear that song by Selena, I'm Dreamin'? Matt, he reworked that song so many times. There were so many different versions he'd do. He'd make his noise in his mouth like a kazoo. I wish I could do it. If Matt were back here, I wouldn't take it as an opportunity to undo or do things that I never did. I'd make it sure that we did the same exact things, and we would take it for granted. Can I say one more thing to the camera?
Sure.
To anybody, to everybody, to you, to me. If you have a Matt in your life, and I'm not saying his name needs to be Matt or her name has to be Matt. If you have someone who's big, whose heart speaks a million words in a minute, grab them, look them in the eye, and make sure that they know that you are with them. Look at me. I'm here too. Let's be here together. Let's shine. Let's shine on each other.
I feel like I'm at one of those wacky, fairs where they have the mirrors that Magic has. Yeah.
Is that how you feel a lot?
All the time. Constantly. And it doesn't feel good, because I don't know who I am. I don't know if I'm the short, fat guy, tall, skinny guy, nice guy, mean guy. Everything's relative, right?
And I'm dreaming of you tonight to tomorrow. I'll be holding you tight, and the only thing I'll ever wish to be somebody dreaming my heart